This is Troy with Big Water UAV Solutions, and today I'm going to disable air mode on the Betaflight Pavo 30. I'm going to turn air mode off on this when it's in horizon mode. I've already have turned air mode off when this is in angle mode. Now I'm going to do that for when it is in horizon mode, because one of my friends who flies a lot of FPV one shots suggested that to fly it in horizon mode, which will give you the tilt that you would normally see in acro mode indoors, and having air mode off will eliminate the problems that happen with air mode, especially with cine whoops. So what is air mode and what does it do? So in air mode, when you're at low throttle, your throttle is below a certain set point, the quad still maintains its orientation and stability. So if you're doing freestyle tricks and you drop your throttle all the way down, the quad is still under control. With air mode off, it's just going to fall out of the sky. Additionally, a problem with flying with air mode on indoors, especially with cine whoops, is it has a tendency, when it hits something, it bounces off and goes crazy, or it sticks to the wall, which I'm going to try and show you examples here as I'm talking, and it just goes nuts against the wall. This is a demonstration with air mode on in Velocidrone, flying a cine whoop indoors, and you can see one of the problems when we get against this wall over here. The quad does not disengage when you drop the throttle. It stays stuck to the wall. The only way to disengage is to disarm. This second clip is with air mode off, and we do not see the same problems. Additionally, when you bounce off the wall, it does not go crazy. I purposely stick it to the wall here, and the throttle disengages it. Anyways, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you how to do that in Betaflight. To have it on a mode, if you select a particular mode, it's going to turn air mode off. We're going to go ahead and do that. So on the Pavo 30, it's a little difficult to connect the flight controller to the flight controller. So what I've done is I removed the prop here. And this is a mini USB connection, I believe. Anyways, we're going to connect to the flight controller, and it's much easier on this with the prop out of the way. It is a tight fit, and it comes with this little adapter, the Pavo 30, to go ahead and fit in here and talk to the flight controller and connect to Betaflight. So we're going to get this in here. There we go. And then you need a data cable in order to connect this to the flight controller. You do not need battery on here to do this, because you're not messing with the VTX. And then we'll simply take this USB connection into the computer. Okay, we're connected now, and we're going to go ahead and fire up Betaflight Configurator. And we will go ahead, we're connected with the USB modem, we're going to go ahead and hit connect. And now the Pavo 30 is connected to Betaflight. Betaflight is a configurator for quads. It is one of the type of configurators. I guess there's KISS and a couple other ones, I'm sure. So we're going to go in here to modes. And you can see the different modes here. We're also going to fire up the radio transmitter so we can actually, the Tango 2, so we can actually flip the switches.
Welcome to Tango 2. Switch warning.
Okay. So you can see here right now we're in angle mode. And then we're going to go ahead and flip our center switch here on the right hand side. And that will put us in the acro mode. And I've got horizon mode set up on this switch. When it's up, we're in excuse me, we're in horizon mode, and you can see that turn yellow when that switch is the AUX 3 switch is in the correct position. So what we want to do, if we scroll on down here, we see air mode is on. Air mode is on when we are in acro. When we're in angle, air mode is off. See, we're in angle, air mode is off. When we're in horizon, air mode is still on. We don't want that on. So we are going to go ahead and look at the position. And we're going to slide this over to about 1200. And this will take effect once we hit save. So we're going to go ahead down here and we're going to hit save. And now, when we're in horizon mode, we are in horizon mode here. As you can see, we're in yellow. When we're in air mode, or air mode is now off in horizon mode. In acro, it is on. In angle, it is off. In acro, it is on. In horizon, it is now off. So we're finished there with Betaflight. So now the thing is to put everything back together and go ahead and attempt to fly it in horizon mode with air mode off and see what happens, what kind of hell breaks loose there. So we will possibly videotape that as well for this demonstration. So again, we'll hit save and back out of here and go ahead and disconnect. So we'll go ahead and close Betaflight Configurator. We will stop our screen recording. We'll go ahead and disconnect from the Mac, the USB port, and go ahead and disconnect the cable
Telemetry lost.
from the Pavo 30. So it's a simple procedure to turn that off. If air mode doesn't show, I know there's a place in Betaflight where you can actually have that turn on, but that's beyond the scope of this little demonstration on how to find that. So anyways, stand by and we will get this powered up. We have a battery ready to go, 850. We'll get the prop on, we'll put all this together, get the goggles fired up, and we'll start off in angle mode, and then we'll switch to horizon mode and see how she flies with air mode off. So I'm just getting ready to fly this. I'll do angle mode first, and then I'll land it, and then switch back to horizon. But one of the other things to keep in mind when you're flying indoors with a Cinewhoop is you want your camera angle basically at 0. That was one of the tips that was given to me. So I have switched this camera angle, which I had at probably maybe 10-15% down to 0. So we're going to go ahead and give this a try. We'll get our goggles on, turn our controller on, Tango 2. Okay, so wish me luck. We'll go ahead and set this over here. And let's see what happens. See what kind of hell breaks loose here. We are in angle mode. We'll go ahead and arm. Something happened there. All right. That's counterintuitive for me to fly an angle. I know I can fly an angle indoors. So now we're going to try in horizon mode and see what happens. We show horizon mode, arming. Here we go. Well, anyways, successful, I would say. Much easier to fly in horizon mode versus angle mode for me, indoors for sure. So we'll end it there. I've been cut off from flying in the house because the wife's working. So anyways, thanks for watching. Give us a like. Subscribe. So now you know how to turn air mode off when you are in horizon mode or angle mode or any of that mode that matters to you to have that off. So again, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye.